Please welcome to the stage representative of the IAC most important programs. From IAC Gvanim, Liat Buganim. From IAC Eitanim, Shai Shimoni. From IAC Mishelanu, Yael Damb. From IAC Keshet, Annalie Haber. And from IAC Young Professional, Ori Dagan.
Hello and good evening, IAC. Coming from Seattle, which is literally at the other end of this vast country, you can feel the magnitude and greatness of this gathering bringing together so many from near and far. This is my third IAC National Conference, and ever since I returned from my first, I knew this is home. Being the daughter of an American father and an Israeli mother, one of the main motivation and goals was always to bring the Jewish American and the Israeli American communities to live together, and Gvanim Leadership Program was just the place to start. Being a part of the Gvanim lay leaders allowed me to gain a deep understanding of both communities, the place that they come together, the innovative and fresh community engagement that will all start with me. Looking at my panel colleagues today, I would love if you could share with us what were your motivation to take part in the IAC programs and what was the change you feel it made in your life. I would be happy if you could share your name, region, and the program you participated in.
My name is Annalie Brody. I'm from Las Vegas. Our decision to join Keshet was based on a few factors. The first is my difficulties to speak Hebrew with my children. Being born to an Israeli mom and an American father in Israel, we spoke only English in the house. In addition, my husband, he speaks very limited English. So naturally, I feel that I should speak to my children in English, in the language that I find the language of my love. But I did want my kids to be exposed to the Hebrew language. My second factor was the culture. I wanted my kids to have the same culture I had. I wanted them to have the candle on their head on Hanukkah, and I wanted them to learn how to say Suah Choshech and to kick away the darkness. The third factor was the sense of community that I was lacking and I wanted to get from the IAC. Following Keshet, Jesse started feeling like he had a friend in Keshet. He asked for a krembo when he came home, and he started following more directions in Hebrew. My little kid, Ethan, can't wait for next year when he can join Keshet and be part of this wonderful program.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Shai Shimoni. I'm from Boston. And I participated in Eitanim. I joined Eitanim partly to meet new Jewish American and Israeli American teens in my community, but mainly in order to learn how to further advocate for Israel. I believe and still believe that in order to effectively and comfortably advocate for Israel, a person should get involved with programs revolving the issues and news and history in the Middle East. So Eitanim stood out as the perfect program for me. I remember feeling a change within myself when I finally gained the courage to speak up and confront someone who was spreading false information about Israel. I remember about a month or two after starting the program, I had countered a classmate's common misconception that everyone in Israel is a white Jew by calmly and respectfully responding with, although Orthodox Judaism undeniably holds an institutionalized influence over some aspects of Israeli life, secularism and liberalism dominate. So speaking up and confronting people about issues in Israel is just one of the many things that Eitanim has allowed me to do.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yael Dam from Scottsdale, Arizona, representing Mishelanu. And my motivation to start Mishelanu 3 years ago on my campus was to really create a home away from home for other Israeli students. By taking part in Mishelanu, it allows us to share our culture, our perspectives, our heritage, and our values with each other and with other students. Last year at this conference in Washington, D.C., as I stood in front of over 100 students speaking to them about my various leadership roles on campus, was really the moment I realized that Mishelanu changed my life. Through its monthly webinars and regional retreats, which allow us to meet other fellows and work together and build coalitions, it was the moment that I realized that Mishelanu is all over the country, and there are many students carrying out similar events and programs on their campuses as well.
Thank you.
My name is Ori Dagan, and I'm from Los Angeles. I found myself in a routine of work, home, sleep, and I knew that I needed a change that would deliver on my core strengths, and that's why I joined LEAD. The network and the industry giants, many of whom are in this room, as well as peers within and also out of my comfort zone, was the reason why I pushed forward in that direction. The change that I felt the most impact was on an event we recently had for Bina, where we had an Israeli artist named Tomer Peretz, and we brought in close to 100 guests that came into that event. And one of the most amazing things was that only about 15 or 20 people were from our LEAD event, from our LEAD group, and we were able to capture an audience that doesn't belong to our core essence, to our core group, and that was really rewarding to me.
Thank you. Annalie, you described the change in your boys' life, and I wanted to ask you, was that change just one for them, or did it also add an effect on you, the whole family, and even add a wider impact?
Shortly after my son joined Keshet, I joined Gvanim, which led me to assist in creating the Young Leadership Program in Las Vegas. As a family, we actually volunteer more, we contribute more to the local IAC, and we increased our donation. In addition, my husband, who attended one of the events, was extremely pleasantly surprised when the whole event switched to English because of him, and that just made us feel like a sense of community and a sense of belonging.
Thank you. Shai, as a mother to a teenager boy who just started Eitanim, what are the strengths and skills I should expect he will acquire?
When I started as one of Eitanim's first participants, I could not anticipate that I'd be sitting on a panel as an ambassador to community building and engagement strengthening in less than 3 years. Better yet, at all. So after participating in both leadership courses, Eitanim 1.0 and Eitanim 2.0, and presenting as a national delegate for Eitanim in APAC, I've discovered many strengths within myself, including not only being able to clearly communicate my vision to others, but helping them become inspired by what I foresee.
Thank you. Yael, being an Israeli-American student, having so many college groups and organizations, what is that different in Mishelanu membership, activities, and presence in the colleges?
There is no other way to bring Israel onto campus without Israeli Americans. We are the real Israelis that can share our stories and ideas. We are able to host mamunas and share our feelings and personal stories on Yom HaZikaron. Mishelanu strives to be the living bridge between Jewish Americans and Israeli Americans. At the end of the day, it's not just speaking about Israel, but it's about bringing our home to our campus.
Thank you. Ori, one of the young professional program's goal is creating connection between Israeli and Jewish American young professionals. Why is this important to you?
That's important to me because we can all learn from our peers. It might be a single sentence that you hear in passing that has a huge impact on a program or project you're working on. Israeli and Jewish Americans are leaders in all that we do, and bringing these groups together is very rewarding. We regularly meet at LEAD events, and we also meet at events brought together by the LEAD networks, such as Startup East, Nadlanist, IAC Care, and our newest network, the Entertainment Network.
Thank you, Ori. And thank you, Annalie, Yael, and Shai. You are all a true inspiration and role models, and we salute you. What an amazing programs we have, and what wonderful work and powerful impact we bring. The message that I want to leave you all today is the message that I took from Gvanim, and it is all start with me, with us, our commitment, leadership, and engagement. Thank you all, and have a wonderful night.